Hello and good evening to everyone. Good evening and good evening. Good evening and welcome to my live stream.
As a chef.
Good evening and welcome to my live stream. Hi Janelle, good evening. How are you? It's been a while. Kumusta Janelle? Good evening. I hope everyone's doing fine tonight. Alright, so we will be starting in a while. We only have one tambak po sa school works. Oh, sana makatulong ako, Janelle. Do let me know if I would be of help. No problem, Janelle. If you have any question, you can actually ask me. Yun ay kung kaya kong sagutin. Hopefully. Ingat po lagi. Especially now that the number of cases is still going high, going up. Anong year ka, Janelle? What grade are you or year? May lumilipad dito. Alright. Grade 7. Oh, okay. If you have any questions sa science and math mo, you can always ask me. Our topic for tonight is only maths. Actually, this is a request. Another request. But if you have any question, you can always ask me. I think your topic sa grade 7 ngayon is about algebraic factoring, right? Or expression ba? Do let me know if you have any question. But if not, pwede lang po kayong tumambay. Enjoy the music. Module ka ba, Chanel? Nagmo-module ka ba? Alright, so I'll start with our topic for tonight. Our topic for tonight is about discriminants, nature of roots. This is a continuation with quadratic. If you were present in one of my live stream last week or last week, we talked about quadratic equation. How do we factor out quadratic equation? So it is in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. At I think na mention ko rin sa isa sa mga live stream ko that when we talked about quadratic equation, it's always in x squared. Okay lang kahit maging 0 yung x, yung b ng x or yung c, wala siyang constant. As long as it's an x squared, we considered it as a quadratic equation or expression. Hi, Sagor Ahmed. Hi, thank you for dropping by in my YouTube. All right. So, in our discriminants, when will we do discriminants? We only do discriminants for the purpose to understand the relationship between the roots and the coefficient of each of them. That's the purpose of discriminant. So discriminants would tell you what is the nature of your roots and how do we identify, if let's say for example for this graph, how would you identify its relationship with the graphing and with the nature of roots. So if you would notice here, x squared minus 3x minus x minus 10, x squared minus 3x minus 10 is actually a quadratic form. So in a graph form, quadratic is in the form of a parabola. Parabola is like a U shape, an upper U or a lower U. Okay, that is a different topic. It's called the quadratic functions, but quadratic expressions or quadratic equation or function is actually in a graphing form. It's a parabola like this. So x squared minus 3x minus 10 is in this form or this graph. So what is the purpose of knowing the roots of your quadratic equation? The purpose is that for you to know when it will intercept. Okay, so you might ask, so what is its application in real life? Applications of quadratic formulas or your parabola in real life is when you wanted to know when something, like for example a plane, or let's say a particle or an object would meet or intercept. Hi Anika. All right, so what have you noticed with the graph? You notice with your graph that it actually intercepts in 2 points, -2 and 5. You would notice that it intercepted in 2 points, -2 and 5. So basically, the sum of your roots, when we say sum of the roots, this is your root. -2 and 5 is your root. So -2 plus 5 is 3, which is actually your, it's the negation of the coefficient of your middle term, which is 3, right? So -2 and 5 is actually the negative value of your middle term. Now the product of roots, so -2 and 5, -2 times 5 is -10, which is the last term. So that's the purpose of your roots. The nature of your roots would tell you where it intersects in your graph in the application part, but you can actually solve them algebraically. Okay, so this is not yet exactly the main topic that we have tonight. So our main topic is only on discriminants. What is a discriminant? A discriminant is for us to identify the nature of your roots by relationship. All right. Okay, so let's more formally determine the relationship. So if alpha and beta, so we call this alpha and beta, okay? So again, if it's a letter, that means it has some value in terms of number. If alpha and beta are the roots of your quadratic, so let's say x equals alpha, x equals beta. So you have two roots, right? So x equals -2, that can be your alpha, and x equals 5, that can be your beta. So if alpha and beta are the roots of your quadratic, then we can actually compare coefficients. So we will identify what is its sum of roots and product of roots. So if you have alpha and beta, to know the sum of roots, you do negative of your b over a, and if it is the product of roots, you just have to do c over a. All right, so those are then you would know what are the sum of roots and the product of roots. So what is this negative b over a and c over a? So this is actually from your ax squared plus bx plus c. All right, so let's not try to because it's very easy. It's just b over a. So to find the sum of roots, it's negative of your b over a, and your product of roots will be c over a. Right? So if you are given, so we can see that your sum of roots are the relationship of your coefficients have to do with the sum and the product. Let me go back, okay, so that you would know. So the sum of roots, negative 2 plus 5 is 3, which is the middle term, negative 3, the negation of the middle term, and the product of roots, negative 2 and 5, is actually the last term. All right, so that is the purpose. So sum of roots, so if you wanted to know the sum of roots, negative 3, it will be the a here, identify the a is 1, b is negative 3, hi, good evening, Simply Me, and c is negative 10. Okay, so let's try this out. All right, so going back to our example, so let's try this. The roots of the quadratic equation 2x squared minus 5x minus 4 equals 0 are alpha and beta. Without solving the equation, you are asked to find the sum and the product of roots. So, sum of roots, alpha, alpha, oh, how come it's not writing? Sorry, let me just, alpha and beta, that's the sum. Okay, the sum of roots is the negative of b over a. So what is our b here? Our b here is negative 5. So that will be the negative of negative 5 over our a is 2. So therefore, the sum of roots will be negative of negative 5 will become positive 5 over 2. That will be the sum. And the product of roots, alpha times beta, the product of roots will be c over a. Our c here is negative 4. Our a is 2. Therefore, our product is negative 2. Alright, so 5 over 2 is our sum. Our product is negative 2. Now, you will appreciate this when you do completing the square, when you do discriminants. When you, discriminant, by the way, we'll have it in a while. Alright. Okay, so let's say, for example, the roots of a quadratic equation of your ax squared plus bx plus c is alpha is negative 3 over 2 and beta is 5 over 4. Okay, find the integer values of a, b, and c. So how do we find the values of a, b, and c? Remember, the sum of roots is the middle term and the product of roots is the last term, or your c. So first is you have to find the sum of roots, alpha plus beta. Alpha is negative 3 over 2 plus beta, which is 5 over 4. So you simply have to do your fraction to make it the same. It should be of the denominator of 4. So 4 divided by 2 is 2 times 3 is negative 6. So negative 6 plus 5 is negative 1. So this negative 1 over 4 is actually our negative of b over a. Okay, remember that the sum is negative b over a and our product is c over a. So alpha times beta will be negative 3 over 2 times 5 over 4. So negative 3 times 5 is 15. 2 times 4 is 8. So this is our product of roots. 15, negative 15 over 8. Okay, so a will always be a 1, right? Suppose a is a 1. So therefore, our b will be negative 1 over 4. Do you get it? So let's say, for example, remember that it is a negation. So if our b, if our a is a 1, what happened? Why is this going smaller and smaller? Let me just do something here, okay? It's getting smaller and smaller. I do not know why. Okay. Good evening, Maha Blanca. All right, so if a is 1, therefore, if we write this down, this will be x squared. Therefore, our b will be positive 1/4. And our c, that's an x, and our c will be negative 15 over 8. So this is our equation. And of course, you can remove the denominator. The reason why we made a as 1, it's because if you would notice, your a here is 4 and your a here is 8, which is different numbers. So you can actually make it the same. You can change negative 1/4 into the same a. So if you make it the same, that means you have to multiply it by 2. All right, so that is our nature of your roots, sum and product, not nature of your roots, sum and product of your roots. Okay, so let's continue. So why did I introduce the sum and product of our roots? For the reason that it has a relationship with your discriminant. So when we talked about discriminant, that means that we are trying to identify what is the nature of our roots. That's the purpose of the discriminant. What is the nature of our roots? Where did this discriminant come from? This discriminant came from the formula for our quadratic. This is the quadratic formula. Negative b plus minus the root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. That is the quadratic formula. Okay? Now, by looking at this formula, to identify the discriminant or the nature of the roots, we only use the b squared minus 4ac, which is our discriminant. So b squared minus 4ac is the only thing that we will use for your discriminant. Now, why is it the only thing that we need to use? Because it is inside a square root, and not all numbers that are inside your square root can be solved, right? It can be imaginary, it can exist, it cannot exist. So that's the reason why it's only the root of b squared minus 4ac, which will be our discriminant. So looking at this, if let's say when you solve your discriminant b squared minus 4ac, and it will give you a number that is negative or less than 0, that means that there are no roots, or your equation or expression does not exist. There's no roots. It could be flying somewhere else. It's not touching your graph at all, okay? So no roots. It's not touching your graph, or it doesn't even exist. Why? A negative number, like say -2, a square root of a negative number is an imaginary number. It does not exist, okay? Second one is, what if our b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0? So if our b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0, that means it has equal roots. What does it mean? That means that if it is being graphed, it's only having one intercepting point. Only one. So equal roots. Why? If you would notice the equation here, if let's say our b squared minus 4ac is 0, then we are only dealing with negative b over 2a. And that's only one value. Okay, that's why it's only equal roots. That means it's only having one root. If it is greater than 0, let's say 13, then it will have two distinct roots, because square root of 13 can have a positive or a negative number. This is where your sum of roots and product of roots comes in. That means that it is touching your graph in two distinct points. So that is the reason. Okay, so what are the nature of your roots? If it is b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0, that means there are two roots and they are real, but they are not equal or unequal. If it is equal to 0, that means there are two roots, they are real and equal. That means that these two roots is actually just one root, just one value, okay? One root, sorry, not two roots. They are real and equal. Two roots are real and they are equal. So it becomes one root only. Do you understand? Because 4 is 4. So there are two roots, but they are equal. So one root only. Okay? b squared minus 4ac less than 0. There's no real root. Okay, let's try to check our understanding. Let's try the following. Okay, so we have the formula b squared minus 4ac. Again, this is coming from ax squared plus bx plus c. So this is your a. Your a here is 1. Your b is positive 3. And your c is 4. So b squared, 3 squared is 9 minus 4 times 1. I'll just write it here on the side so that what I need to write there is just the value. So b squared minus 4ac. b squared minus 4ac. Okay, so we have what is your b here? Your b is 3 squared minus 4. A is 1, C is 4. So 4 times 4, you have 3 squared is 9 minus 4 times 4 is 16. So 9 minus 16 is negative 7. So there is no roots, 0 roots. Okay, the number of roots will be 0. The next one, we have x squared minus 4x plus 1. So again, your b squared is negative 4, square it, minus 4, a is 1. Thank you, Simply Me. 4 times 4. Negative 4 squared is 16. That becomes positive because negative times a negative is positive. Minus 4, that becomes 12. So this is 12. Since that is positive discriminant, that means that there are two number of roots. All right, we're almost there. Happy Teachers Day to all the teachers out there. It's World Teachers Day today. So b squared, negative 4 squared minus 4. A is 1. Yes, it's Teachers Day today. Negative 4 squared is 16. Minus 16 will be 0. So the discriminant is 0. Therefore, the number of roots is 1. Okay. We only place 1 because it's the same thing, 4 and 4. So it's not 2 roots. It's only 1 root. All right. Okay. So now do we understand how to do discriminants? Do we now understand how to do discriminants? I hope it's clear now. So it's very easy. Just use b squared minus 4ac, then substitute b squared, which is negative 6. Don't forget to carry out the negative, okay? It has a negative. Minus 4, a is 2, c is negative 3. So negative 6 squared is 36. 4 times 2 is 8 times 3 negative is negative 24, so this will be plus 24, so this will be 60. All right, so since that's greater than 0, then there are 2 roots. Okay, let's try this. How many distinct real solutions do each of the following have? Can you try? How many distinct solutions or roots, real roots of each of the following, or how many solution will each of the following have? Can you try it out? So how will we determine this? We will determine this by using discriminant b squared minus 4ac. Yes. Try to do the following. We're almost done. Why it's so fast. So if it is greater than 0, that means you have 2 distinct solution. Negative minus, yes, that is right. Continue, Maha Blanca. So what is the value? What is 12 squared minus 4 times 1 times 36? Oh, by the way, since it's Teacher's Day, I'll be giving out 20 pesos worth of load tonight for all our viewers. I hope we will not go beyond. Maha Blanca, that's 4 times 36, not 4 plus 36. So we'll be giving out our 20 pesos worth of load to all our viewers tonight. The ones that will have. Yes. What is the answer? What is 4 times 36? What is 144 minus 4 times 36? What is 4 times 36? Yes, so what is your discriminant? What is your D? D here is 0. Yes, that is right. So therefore, there's only one distinct solution. So there's only one answer here. Okay, so there's only one answer for it. All right, how about the next one? How about the next one? Our D here is, yes, that is correct. 1 squared minus 4, yes, that's right. So what is our D? Our D is negative. Yes, negative 11. So since it's negative 11, therefore there are no real solution. Yes, that is correct. Negative 11. Okay, the last one. The last one. How about the last one? What is our D for the last one? Yes, that's right. For 4AB. All right. Yes, that is correct. So since that is greater than 8, therefore there is two real solution. Okay? I hope you got it correctly. Yes, that is right. All right. So that is actually the end of discriminants, the nature of your roots. So how do you identify whether the nature of your roots? So first is you only use a discriminant, which is b squared minus 4ac. With this, you would be able to know the nature of your roots. So the nature of your roots, if it is if it's greater than 0, then you have two real roots. So if that is a graph, that means it's having two intersecting points. If b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0, that means you have only one real root because it's repeated. So that means it's having your graph on just one point. And if your b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, then there is no real roots. So if it's a graph, it's flying somewhere if it is existing. All right. Okay, so with that, if you have like this 2 and 5 as I have shown you previously, so with this one, that means that you have two real roots, right? You have two real roots. So this was with the equation x squared minus 3x minus 10. Okay, so if you are to solve b squared minus 4ac here, this will be negative 3 squared minus 4a and negative 10. So this is 9 plus 40. So you have 49. So 49 is greater than 0. That's why you have two real roots. And the roots is negative 2 and 5. So x here is negative 2 and 5. Okay. So how did we solve negative 2 and 5? By knowing its nature, then you can go back to the quadratic formula, which is your negative b plus minus the root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So you can use it. Or what you can do is you can identify by factoring. You can identify you can solve the solution or the real roots by factoring. Now, once you know the real roots of your equation, to know the sum of your roots, the sum of your roots will be negative 2 plus 5, which is 3, which is actually the negative value of your middle term, and the product of your roots, which is negative 2 times 5, which is negative 10, which is the direct value of your c. So that's the purpose of the sum of roots and product of roots, and identifying the nature of roots to find the solution of your expression. Okay. Any questions so far? Any further question? Is Dexine online? So Dexine mentioned to me that her topic is on the characteristics of solid, liquid, and gas. I think I have discussed this from my last live stream. Yes, we are playing Kahoot now, but it will be the characteristics of solid, liquid, and gas. Is there any question from the audience? Question before we play Kahoot. All right. Okay, so we will be playing Kahoot right now, and then good evening to Kushima. We'll be playing Kahoot right now. Let me just connection lost. Okay, so we have our game pin right now on the screen. That's www.kahoot.it. This is characteristics of matter. Characteristics of matter. This is a science Kahoot. So calling out Dexine, shout out to Dexine. This is a science Kahoot. Okay, I think I have to. I think it's fine. Hey, you can join now. It's www.kahoot.it. Or if you have. Thank you, Tokushima. Thank you. www.kahoot.it, and if you have the app, then you can use the app as well. We'll be giving away 20 pesos worth of load tonight for our winners, and not just our winners, but all our viewers. I think I have only 6, so if so everyone will be given 20 pesos. Bobo Bobone, I think I know this. Bobo Bobone. Okay. We will just relax. Relaxing mood. Kahoot. Okay. Someone with the name of Kahoot. Yeah, we're just relaxing tonight with our music. And can you hear the music? I hope the music is. Where is Bobo Bobone? Bobo Bobone is gone. We'll be playing characteristics of matters. What? Coco melon. Coco melon. Bobo bobon. Coco melon is me. We will start in 2 minutes. Bobo bobon. It's me, Kahoot, and Coco melon. Shout out to Maya. Matty is joining us. Okay, let's start. Let's start now. We have 5 players. Anyone still joining? In 10, 9, 8, 7. I don't know how to count. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, 1. Let's go. Oh, what happened to characteristics of matter? Let's start. When one observes matter, one observes a what property? Is it A, chemical, geological, physical, or biological? Hi, Midnight Mango. Good evening. Oh, sorry. I think you cannot see the... How are you, Midnight Mango? Let me just let me just reduce the size. Sorry about that. You can't see the questions, right? Okay, there you go. All right. It's me is up. Ma'am, di makita. Evening, good evening. What? Okay. You do it again. Which of the Hi, Joshua. Which of the following statement describes a physical property? The substance is highly reactive. The substance forms a solid. The substance produces an acid. The substance has a higher density. Yeah. Okay, please do remember that physical properties include intensive and extensive property. So when we say intensive and extensive property, it is about the amount. Hi Joshua, thank you for dropping by. Salamat sa pag-drop by. What's the topic for today? No problem, Midnight, if you're late. Our topic was about quadratic formula, discriminant. You can type in Midnight Mango if you have a question po. No problem. What is wrong with the people here? They don't answer. Which of the following is a chemical property? Midnight Mango, may question ka ba? Kaya kong sagutin. Combustibility, is it melting point? Is it boiling point? Or is it density? Wow, thank you, Midnight Mango. Yes, it's chemical property. By the way, chemical property is the change of matter. So combustion combustibility is the right answer. The rest, boiling point, melting point, and density are all physical property. Okay? Walang nag-answer. That's nice, Midnight. None naman. No problem. We are doing physical characteristics of matter, not physical. Characteristics of matter. Which of the following are physical properties of matter? Phase of matter and temperature, size, shape, and color. All of this. Or is it density, solubility, and hardness? Yes, it's all of this. Well done. Well done. By the way, sa lahat ng nanonood tonight, since it's Teacher's Day, supposedly I will be giving you 20 pesos worth of load at the end of our stream. A blank property of gasoline is that it will blank in air. A physical property of gasoline is that it will explode in air. A chemical property of gasoline is that it will evaporate in air. A physical property is... Okay. Alright, the correct answer is a chemical property of gasoline is that it will burn. So, it's a matter of... what is this? Pairing it. So, physical and exploding is not a pair. Okay? Explosion is not a physical property. Physical and corroding is not a pair. Corrosion is not a physical property. Chemical and evaporating is not a pair because evaporation is not a chemical property. Alright, so happy teachers. Oh, thank you, Midnight Mango. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. It really means a lot as a teacher na may natutunan kayo. Alright, Bone is on top of the world. Okay. Chemical property of matter depends on mostly substance, the type, the color, or the shape. Is it the substance, the type, the color, or the shape? Yes, that is correct. It is the type of atom. Remember that chemical property is a property of matter that is changing of its chemical compound. Okay, it's not just the state, it's the change of its chemical composition. So it's the type of atoms and bonds that a substance contains. Okay, I think we will end until the 10th question or 15th question only. Temperature at which a substance in the liquid phase transforms to the gaseous phase refers to liquid to gaseous. Is that melting? Is that sublimation? Is that boiling? Or is it freezing? Liquid to gaseous. Yes, that is correct. Well done. Yes, it is. It is boiling. So solid to liquid is melting. Liquid to gas is boiling. Sublimation is gas to liquid, gas to solid, solid to gas. Oh my goodness. Deposition is gas to solid. Which refers to the temperature at which a substance in a solid transforms to a liquid state. Is it melting? Is it boiling? Is it freezing? Or is it evaporating? Which refers to the temperature at which a substance in a solid transforms to liquid. Yes, that is correct. Melting point. Someone answered freezing point. I think you were thinking the other way around. Liquid to solid is freezing. All right. Bone is on top. Bone. Number 9. Density is a measurable property. How can the density of a substance of a substance be determined? Okay. If you're asked this type of question, go back to what is the formula for density. Is measure the mass and volume, divide the volume by the mass, or is it divide the mass by the volume, or is it the length and the weight, or no one? It's the other way around. Someone is answering it the other way around. All right. Okay, this is the last question for tonight. I think everyone is so tired answering. Which of these observation is physical property? Soluble, explosive, flammable, or reactive? Is it soluble? Is it explosive? Is it flammable? Or is it reactable? Yes, that flammable is not a physical property. Okay, it is soluble. Anything to do with a change of matter from solid, liquid. Anything to do with that change of matter that does not affect its composition is physical property. Okay, anything that change the matter which does not affect its composition is a physical property. So solubility, let's say for example, if an ice cube melts on your hand, okay, or melts into a liquid form of water, that is still a physical property. Okay, the ability to solubility of a substance. Anything that does not change its composition. All right. Okay, I think we will end the quiz here, and our winner, okay, our winner for tonight is, on 3rd place it's May, on 2nd place it's Cocomelon, and on 1st place is Bone. Who is Bone? Can someone give me? Yes, congratulations to our winners for tonight's Kahoot game. Runner up. Congratulations to our winners. Cocomelon, Bone, it's me. Teacher, I'll join count next time. Internet connection is slow. No problem. No problem. All right. Okay, so as our celebration for Teachers Day, back to podium. Oh, no, not back to podium. As a way to celebrate Teachers Day, I'll be giving out 20 pesos worth of load to all our winners tonight. And not just our winners, but also let me just open my, but also to our audience. Yeah, congratulations to everyone. I'll be giving out all of you 20 pesos worth of load. So how do we do this? How will we share? Kindly type in your number on the screen, on the chat box. What is wrong with me today? On the chat box. Box. What happened to my... All right. Okay, so let's start the ball rolling. We have... Can I just... Tukushima, please type your name. Please type your name. Please type your number on the screen, Tukushima. And Maniline Negre, yay, congratulations. You have 20 pesos worth of load from me. Simply Me, please type in your number on the screen. You have 20 pesos worth of load from Teacher Maria. Midnight Mango, if you have a number, because I remember sabi mo last time that you don't have a number. So if you have a number, you will get 20 pesos worth of load, or I can send it as a GCash, 20 pesos. Okay, so do type in your number and your preference, whether I have to send it to you as a GCash or I should send it to you as a load. Okay, so do type in your number. This would only happen once in a lifetime, that I'll be giving out 20 pesos worth of GCash, or okay, GCash. They said it's better to send in GCash because the money, Globe will steal your okay. Punini, please tell me if you have received your 20 pesos GCash. Yes, I'll be sending out 20 pesos GCash. Yes, that's a good thinking, Punini. Thank you for telling me. Yes, it's better to send 20 pesos GCash instead of. Thank you. Welcome. All right, next one. Tokushima, please. Oh, who is Bobo Bone? Please send your number and I'll be sending you your 20 pesos GCash. If you don't have a GCash, then I'll be sending you your 20 pesos worth of load. Please do tell me which one you would prefer, a GCash or Bone. It's you. Okay, Maha Blanca. Congratulations. You have just won 20 pesos worth of either load or GCash. Your preference. How would you want me to send it? As a GCash or a load? So type in your number now. Type in your number. Let's go. Type in your number and let me know if you want it to be in GCash form or load. No number, sadly. Huh? Tsukushima, you don't have a number? Oh no. Do you have a GCash instead? No number? Oh, that is so sad. No GCash. You don't have a number and you don't have a GCash. That is so sad. Okay. Maha Blanca, please type in your number. Also, who else? Who else was that? Simply Me, please type in your number. Janelle Toriano, please type in your number and let me know if you wanted me to send it to you as a GCash or worth of load, 20 pesos worth of load. Let me know if you want it to be in, what happened? If you want it to be in GCash or worth of load. We are going to end soon. I'm just waiting for your number or load. GCash or load? Blanca, please type in your number. For those who won. Okay, Simple Me. For those who won the Kahoot game, and as well as those who wala kayong mga Gcash? What happened to my screen? Why is it big and then why is it small and then big again? There you go. Ma'am, I wasn't playing in the Kahoot. Oh, I see. Yes, everyone tonight will be winning 20, will be given, not winning, because you didn't play, right? Will be given 20 pesos worth of load. I am not its main Kahoot. Okay. No, everyone that is present, say present. Everyone who's present tonight will be winning 20 pesos worth of load. Kahoot. Okay, all right. Okay, thank you. Manilyn, how would you like it to be sent? Gcash? Okay, Tokushima. Sure, Tokushima. So this is a load, Manilyn. Manilyn, is this a load? 0906. Is this a load or okay, Tokushima, you can send the number. Paging Manilyn Negre. Is this yes for load? Okay, load. Okay, if you have any question to ask, you can always type in your questions on the chat box. Kakay na, ma'am. Okay. Tokushima. Tokushima, I hope that you receive the load. Yes. Manilyn, I hope you receive the... Oh wait, it's still rolling. Is this the correct answer? Why is it not sending? Manilyn, it's not sending to that number. Welcome to Tokushima. Manilyn, can you please check the number if it is correct? It doesn't send. Welcome, welcome. Manilyn, is that a load or... Kaonika. Yeah, it doesn't send. Let's try again. Hi, Nadungjang. Thank you, Nadungjang. Thank you. Happy Teacher's Day as well to all your teachers. Mathea Blanche. Mathea, please tell me your number. Mathea, please check. I hope you receive your GCash, Mathea. Manilyn. Maha Blanca, I hope you received your 20 pesos worth of load. Thank you, thank you. I hope I sent already 2 times. Yeah, I hope you receive your 20 pesos worth of load. No, it's a load. It's a load, Maha Blanca. I sent it to you as a load. This is it, Pansit. She did not receive. Yes, I don't know. Ilo Draco. I don't have. Yeah, it's a load. Check your balance. I sent it to you just now. I sent you your 20 pesos worth of load. Okay. Is there any... Okay. Onika, I didn't know what's wrong with your number, but it doesn't allow me to send you. I don't know what's wrong with your number. Really? I just sent it. Blanche, I just sent it. Kindly check. All right. Is there any? I'll send it in a while, Blanche. But I did send. Check your. Can you type your number again, Mathea? Maha Blanca? Type in your number again. I did send. All right. Okay, if you have any question, basiga send pa kay usually nako mercy. Oh, all right. Okay, no problem. You can check it later. But unfortunately, I do not know what's wrong with Manilyn's number. Anyway, do you have any question before we end our live stream for tonight? Yes, yes, that's correct. Yes, I have sent that number. Yes. Yes, I have sent to that number, Mahablanca. Okay. All right. So if there are no questions and no clarifications, thank you very much, everyone, for being here tonight. Thank you for joining me. And thank you as well for those who played Kahoot. And I hope that you were able to understand quadratic discriminants, specifically discriminants. And I hope that you have enjoyed our session tonight, our live stream tonight. And I'll see you next week. If you have any request for a certain topic that you want me to discuss on my live stream, on my online tutorial next week, please do leave a comment on this live stream anytime within the week, and I will be gladly happy to share and to discuss it along with the others who will be viewing us. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for joining, and happy Teachers Day to all teachers out there who are watching. And see you next week. Good night, and God bless you all. Have a wonderful week ahead. And this is Teacher Maria signing off. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye. God bless. Thank you. Thank you.